there, welcome once again to the Dukascopy TV studio here in Geneva. I'm Ben Jones. Back alongside me is Rene Philippe. Rene, once again, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much for inviting me again.
So we've had you in for plenty of interviews, but we've never really found out much about your professional background. So let's start by discussing both your professional background and educational background.
My educational background is very simple. Basically, I did law degrees in Geneva at Geneva University. Then I did an internship, a lawyer internship for 2 years, and I passed my bar exam. Once I passed my bar exams, I worked with several law firms, and for like 8 years, I was a litigator, doing mostly litigation, arbitration, and a few criminal cases.
Okay, now when did you decide to go to Thailand and why?
Actually, I never decided to go in Thailand. It's, put it this way, to make a long story short, it's a family thing. My father, when he was young, was a French soldier, and he did the Indochina War from 1945 to 51 for him. And to the difference to what happened to US soldiers later on, for them, a Vietnam War equal nightmare. For French soldiers, it was the best part of their life. It was full of good memory, which is funny when you think it's a war. And so since I was a kid, my father talked about all those things, how good it is to eat a soup in the street, how beautiful the country is, how beautiful and sweet the girls are. So since I was a kid, and then later on, I always wanted to go in Vietnam. But I end up in Thailand.
Okay, now how different is it to work in a country like Thailand?
Alors, it's very different on many aspects. Okay, the first aspect is that you will meet people which you would never have met have you stayed, for example, in Switzerland. Another thing, it's different, but it's actually same but not same, as they love to say in Thailand. Read the Swiss Commercial Code and compare it to the Thai Commercial Code, and you would have the impression it's the same. For a Swiss lawyer, it's easy to understand the Thai Commercial Code than the French Commercial Code. But at the same time, culturally, it's completely different. Conflict is frowned upon. Okay, you don't manage your employee in Thailand as you would manage them in Switzerland. So, lot of difference, lot of things same, a good experience overall.
Okay, now what kind of professional experience did you acquire while you were in Thailand and Southeast Asia?
Basically, I did two main work. The first work was foreign direct investment. Basically, it is you have a foreign investor, he comes in Thailand, he wants to start a project. So our role was to assist him with structuring the project and to implement it. Another part is we had actually a lot of wealthy private customers. So it's at this time, 15 years ago, that we started to develop offshore services for them.
Okay, now what kind of projects have you worked in within foreign direct investment?
Alors, I did many. One of the things which was interesting is now it's a time where lawyers tend to specialize in one sector, in banking, in commercial, in ecology or this kind of things. I had the opportunity to do a lot of things. One of the most memorable projects was a wine factory in Myanmar in 2002. Why I did love this project, it's because it's very rare for a lawyer to have the opportunity to do everything in a project. I did the business plan, I did the set up the legal entity, which it's lawyer work, but then I purchased the equipment in Italy, I hired the consultant, I hired the winemaker, I purchased the wine plant actually we purchased them in Israel, Shiraz. And I really oversaw the whole project until such a time where it was ready to start. And now our job was finished in 2005, and since then they have been doing very well.
Okay, and what kind of projects did you work on within offshore services?
So offshore services at the beginning, it was really basic offshore services, that was to say tax planning, inheritance planning, offshore company, on the offshore bank account. Then I started 6 or 7 years ago to have inquiry about second citizenship. And so we started also to provide those kind of services. 4 years ago, because I had a lot of work in this sector, we started actually to set up the offshore business as a standalone business. And while I was thinking that the main business would be offshore company and bank account, actually most of the inquiries are about setting up financial companies like Forex company, payment service provider, a bank license, and now it's the bulk of our business with second citizenship. We still do, of course, offshore bank account on the offshore company, but it's really a side business because of the current context.
Okay, fantastic. Rene, once again, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for your invitation.
And thank you for watching. Do make sure you keep clicking back to Dukascopy TV, as we'll be bringing you plenty more updates and exclusive interviews. Bye for now.